What's up, everybody? It's your boy Big Mike. You're about to listen or watch the podcast we did with New Cambridge Project. Uh, we had a little bit of issues, so the intro didn't come in, so you got to see my pretty face. All right, so I hope you guys get to enjoy this, and as always, drink responsibly, stay wobbly.
And the Lord said,
Brewheads!
Pretty much, this is, I think, back in October. The other partners, Dan and James, were, I would say, scheming about, opening up a brewery. I was an afterthought, which I'm still okay with. I'm not offended by it.
A happy little accident.
Yes, but
Don't feel bad, so was I.
same. Yeah, especially for me. Love you. But they were like, we really want to start our own brewery. And I don't know what else happened, but all of a sudden I just remember getting a text from Dan being like, hey, we want you to kind of come help us with this idea. And I'm like, okay, what is it? And they're like, we want to open a brewery. And considering none of us have solid homebrewing experience, I've done a few batches, mostly cider. I was like, this sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Right. This,
What could go wrong?
I know for a fact James has never made beer.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, Dan's hard to read, but I don't think he's made beer either.
But James has made cider too.
Fake cider, but he's made cider. He puts a lot.
Mr. Beer Kit.
Yeah. But no, he used to work for Hogan's. He did stuff there. But Dan used to do some cellaring for No Worries. His friend Kevin owns it. So I was like, what could go wrong? And lo and behold, we just started looking. James was somehow dead set on opening in Bristol.
Yeah.
Don't know why. Seems like a weird
Because he
spot.
lives around the corner.
Well, that's kind of selfish.
Yeah. It is something. Yeah.
But we were actually going to move into the old Better Half location, right next to City Hall.
Yeah.
And we set up a meeting. We went through, and we walked in, and the bank had taken all the equipment, and it was listed as a turnkey brewery. So we thought we were going to get,
all the
everything.
equipment.
Yeah, we thought we were going to get the full kitchen was there, the pizza oven. We were like, all right, sick. We got a full kitchen. We're going to be able to have easy, revenue there because everybody wants food when they're drinking. And they're like, and we have a brew system.
Yeah.
This is like a dream come true. The place was, a little ugly on the inside, but fresh paint.
Yeah.
Would have been fine.
Yep.
That actually fell through, and then literally the day we got the call from the realtor saying, hey, this space is no longer available, Dan was on the toilet, and next thing I know, I get a link saying, hey, Firefly's for sale. And he's like, call now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally just got off the phone, and I was bummed because I was like, man, I was going to leave my job and open a brewery with my friends. Now that's no more. And then literally within 5 minutes, I'm like, oh, wow, this is like a fucking roller coaster.
Yeah.
We reached out, and within 72 hours of meetings and discussions, we put a deposit on the space in Firefly Hollow.
Nice.
Wow.
It was like an insane whirlwind. I was working as a furniture repair person for Jordan's Furniture at the time.
Oh, shit.
And I used all of my sick time in a span of 3 days to be with Dan and James to lock down the deal for the spot. And then the Tuesday of Thanksgiving, I remember very clearly, we came in, signed the lease, got the keys, and we were literally in here working every day since.
Yeah.
And then Lou came in, and now you guys are here.
Made some beer.
Yeah.
I made some beer. Yeah, I mean, I got lucky that, we all met at the same place. I don't know, did we talk about where we met?
Yeah, you can say it.
No.
Okay. So, we all met at 12%. Dan and Spencer both left on their own a couple months before all this happened.
I left way earlier. I was up in May.
You were, you were out of there pretty quickly. And then I overheard James talking about this new idea that he was talking with these guys about and all that. And then I heard Bristol, and that's when I was like, I live like right down the road, right?
Yeah.
and I'm, in the meantime, as much as I enjoyed being at 12%, and like I learned a ton being there, it was definitely 1,000% the right decision to go and work at 12% because I got the opportunity to learn under some just phenomenal people all the way down the line.
Yeah.
From the top down. It was just a really, really awesome group of people. And I mean, you guys have been there. Like it's the amount of brewing knowledge under that roof.
Oh yeah.
And liquid.
Absolutely insane.
It's an
Crazy
insane.
the roof stays on.
It's an insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a spared no expense brewery.
Yeah, I mean, it's really, really impressive to like walk into the place and just kind of see the steel and everything like that.
Yeah.
But then to actually work with and amongst all of those people.
Yeah.
Like the attention to detail that you pick up on. I mean, I'm talking about like the first 3 months of me being there, constantly going, damn it, I wish I would have known that. Like I could have made this better. Damn it, I wish I would have made that better, And that's within the first 3 months, and then being able to, eventually get to the brew deck and being trained by, people like Justin Sally and people like Sean Peel who just put out beers,
Yeah.
This past month.
Yeah.
I love
mean,
his cans, by the way. They look
These
great.
two. I'm gonna leave that joke alone. I mean, like these are two, like staples of Connecticut brewing, and they're both just like really like they could be like rock star jackasses, full of themselves.
Yeah.
100% not. Absolute. Both of them are phenomenal human beings. Sweet as pie, amazingly generous with knowledge and with help, and like, dude, if you do it like this, it'll go way easier. If you put your hand over here, it's way simpler.
Yeah.
If you run your CO2 like this, it'll go by fast. Like just these little tidbits.
Tricks of the trade
Just
to help you with your
Just
process.
constant. I mean, Justin Talley is he's like some kind of wizard. Like the dude literally, like every movement the dude makes in a brewery has purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know necessarily how to articulate that all the time. But like,
It's just great to watch.
dude, I'm telling you, like I watched the man dry hop for 2 days straight just to watch the details of literally how he would dry hop.
No wasted
Because
movement,
I mean,
no
nothing. You talk about economy of movement, the dude is on it. Creativity wise, you got Sean Peel and those guys, knowledge about equipment and stuff like that. You got Andrew Blakesley's there. You got Chase Dutton is there. I mean, both these guys are engineering wizards. So it was 1,000% the right decision to go there. And then I hear about, but it's an hour drive for me.
That is a haul.
It's an hour drive, and I got 9-year-old twins.
Oh wow.
So being away from the kids is rough. It's like when I'm getting them on the bus to go to school, and they're going, "All right, Daddy, I'll see you tomorrow."
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
That kind of hits you in the gut. So then, hearing about this kind of an opportunity, where we're thinking about doing this thing in Bristol. I'm like, I'm right here. Like, hi, y'all.
Little nudges here and there.
Put me in, coach.
Then they became heavy nudges.
Yeah.
And then
And then you just wouldn't leave.
It's like, all right,
now
motherfucker.
he's now he's here and we cut him a check every week and I'm like, what the hell happened? But couldn't be happier.
I nagged my way in. That's kind of how I got the job at the Shabine. Sort of how I
I
got
thought we have that in common. That's how I became a brewhead. I nagged
Actually,
my way in.
Yeah, she did.
I just kept nagging people until they finally were like, all right, fine, we'll show you.
Right.
Kind of came in handy.
Oh, remember those days?
I do.
Dick.
I don't remember it, but I've heard stories. So.
Yeah, I'll tell you again every day.
I remember we had met at Shabby,
Yeah.
and I that was the weirdest brewery setup I've ever been in.
Yeah, one of the weirder ones that I've ever been in, too.
The amount of like brickwork
Yeah.
and like
Woodwork.
some of it was squeezed in over here, and like it was it was the most unique setup I've seen.
Yeah.
That I still can't get over it. Like walking through,
we squeezed so much equipment
Oh,
into
yeah.
such a small amount of space.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, like really over there, it was, you know, we didn't have the vertical space that I have here, for instance. We don't, like, over here, I've got like all this room to do all kinds of stuff over here.
Right.
And that should be in the, like, the last couple of fermenters that we put in place at Shabine, without exaggeration, I literally stuck a piece of paper between them to make sure they weren't touching. That is not an exaggeration. That's
Yeah.
not a euphemism. I literally stuck a piece of paper between them to make sure they weren't touching.
All right.
Like some of it was like,
Yeah.
it looked like they knocked down part of a brick wall to like
Nudged
this
in a little
in
bit.
there. And then it was like, should we rebuild it? It was like, fuck it.
I mean, to be fair,
fine.
we cut parts into our dividing walls to
Yeah.
get tanks through. You see it on the way out. We actually cut like a little bit of a
little notch.
rounded notch.
Oh, wow.
Relief.
Oh, you'll see
Yeah, if you look
it.
right behind you, you can see.
I know you can't.
So you had to get more tanks?
Not
We
yet.
had to re-Jenga the tank.
Oh, you had to
Yeah.
move around the tanks.
Yeah, they had
Right.
some tanks in the brew house that we weren't planning on using, and then we had actually a completely brand new Whirlpool tank that we then moved back out there.
They're still wrapped
wow.
in plastic.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
works for
Yeah.
us.
Whatever works.
It was there.
Yeah.
We were like, sweet,
Yeah.
hook it up.
We got tubes, we got space.
Yeah,
Why not?
We can make this work.
put it together, man.
So how was the transition between what Firefly left and making it your own?
Do you want me to start, or do you want to start? Because I can set the stage because I did all the dirty work.
Yeah,
for
you
Well,
start
you did
that
dirty
way.
work too. You did a shit ton of dirty work.
I mean, everybody had.
Yeah. So it was kind of crazy coming in after signing the lease because it literally was like Firefly did their closing tasks,
Yeah.
like the old crew did their stuff,
Yeah, yeah.
and just left. Like the way this back area was set, this was originally gonna be like a break area for the staff and all that, and they had like a table and there was like utensils for food and stuff like that, and just
wow.
all these kind of like, I will say relics
Okay.
of, you know, the old crew. And it was just kind of weird coming in here as like, you know, somebody who's like, oh wow, we actually kind of own this now. This is weird as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like walking into like buying a new house with everybody's stuff still there.
It was like it was like getting a foreclosed
You know?
home.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it actually wasn't trashed to a certain
The copper was still there.
But
There weren't any squatters.
I would say the transition was, it was fun and rewarding at the end of it, but very tricky because Bristol really, and the beer community cherished Firefly so much.
Yeah.
And obviously it's coming back.
Yeah.
But we wanted to try to put our own spin on things while also keeping that kind of rustic, familiar vibe to it. And that was probably one of the hardest parts, at least for everything beyond the brew door, like the wall
Yeah.
for the brew deck. As far as beer, we officially became owners of the Firefly IP, what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh,
Two
okay.
weeks, yeah.
So up until that point, we knew we were gonna own Firefly and their recipes, but we didn't know when. So then the conversation was, cool, we're in here, we're putting our twist on it visually, but what are we gonna do for beer? We knew that the new Cambridge project was gonna be first and foremost its own brewery and company, and we'd have other people kind of with us, like we wanna do a brewery collective model. And we're like, well, shit, we don't know when Firefly's gonna come back. We gotta brew a lot of beer under our own flag.
Yeah.
Which obviously Lou stepped up and he's been doing a great job, but then it just
Yeah,
became...
all the while, by the way, we're still waiting on, you know, all the licensing
Oh,
and
TTB.
the TTB and
State.
you know.
Yeah.
So like, we're trying to think of this stuff, and all the while we still can't brew beer yet.
Yeah,
So we're like
we're just planning.
coming in every day, going, "Hey Spence, did we get an email from the TTB yet? Hey Spence, did we get an email from TTB yet?"
Wow.
Like every single day.
Yep.
So it was like quite literally the day we got the authorization
Oh, we
to
were here
start
late.
manufacturing, like
were here
that
late.
day.
We got it at about,
Like-
I think, noon, and we were brewing by 12:30.
Nice.
We had grain already stocked up, and we were like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We're gonna be here until probably 10 p.m.
Yep.
We're brewing. and then we brewed for the next 3 days too. But
Yeah, it was like immediately. It was like go, like
Yep.
as fast as we can.
and then building off of that too is also Lou's the brewer, not the old guys that were here. So it's like, what is needed to make Lou feel comfortable on the deck? What works for his, standard of operations? Like what flow?
Yeah.
And
I mean,
stuff like that.
the good part too is that I knew Data and Rich. I wouldn't say like I never like really hung out with them a whole lot or anything like that, but I knew them both. I'd been in here. Going back to the Shabine thing, the old canning unit that they had here was like a generation or two newer than the one that we had in the
At
old
Shabine.
in the old days at Shabine.
Yeah.
So there were very often times that we would be, whatever, a sensor would fry out or something like that, and either we would borrow one from them or they would borrow one from us, and back and forth, just sharing stuff. Oh, one of my canning line hoses busted. You happen to have an extra one?
Come over.
Like yeah, come on by and pick it up. So like we had known each other a little bit, so that kind of helped. But still, you're walking. I'm walking into somebody else's kitchen.
Right. Yeah.
And
It felt like that for a while too. Like
yeah.
it's finally kind of starting to feel more of like our home now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And again, like the other thing is also learning the stuff that I had, at 12% and stuff like that. There was a bunch of different stuff that I'm like, oh no, I got to switch this because this, like if I do it like this, it's going to take me another 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
And that's where those guys again from 12 would just I couldn't thank those guys enough. And so
neither could we.
being being able to walk in the door here and then immediately like start taking stuff apart and start looking at stuff and going, oh no, I wanted to go this way instead of that way. I wanted to go up instead of down. I want, whatever the case may be. It made it a little bit easier to do that stuff. And then knowing that from the day we walked in, and then to the day that they had actually shut the doors, it was 10 months. Give or
Talking about
take.
from when we started brewing?
No, from
Firefly.
Firefly closing.
Oh, to when we signed the
Yeah.
lease. Yeah, actually about 8 months.
But right, so eight-ish months. So by the time I walk in the door, it's now
It
9
was
going on
December,
10
right?
months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
9,
Yeah.
10, yeah.
So the first thing I started doing was just repassivating every inch of steel.
Yeah.
Just it hadn't been touched in
Yeah.
over half a year, close to a year. So I'm just running passivation cycles on
A lot of chemicals.
everything.
A lot of chemicals.
So we blew through a lot of chemicals
A lot.
that first bunch of time.
Yeah, because you got to pretty much sanitize every nook
And
and
we did it
cranny.
like
Oh, never
double concentration.
Yeah.
before you even get to the sanitizing
Yeah.
part of
Yeah.
things, you just got to get the steel prepared to make beer again.
Gotcha.
It's been sitting alone, not doing anything
Yeah.
for months.
Yeah,
So it's
wow.
not ready to. It's
Yeah.
like think of the easy way to put it would be like think of like seasoning your cast
Cast
iron
iron.
skillet.
I was just thinking
You know?
that it's kind of like
Yeah.
you haven't used your skillet in 2 years.
Yeah.
you got to
gotta
reseason
reseason
it.
it.
Yeah.
Get
You
it,
know, it's-
prime it.
Same
Get it
idea.
nice.
Yeah.
Take
Same
it out to
idea.
dinner.
Get it all shiny again.
Yeah, prime it up.
Treat it like a lady, get it dirty.
Yeah.
That's also another way to put it, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, all that stuff, still had to happen, and we're still working on, all kinds of stuff that okay, this will work for the next however long. We know, there's a bunch of stuff like hoses and stuff. We know that we're going to be
Pumps.
replacing hoses within the next year. Pumps, we're going to be,
Valves.
we've already rebuilt
Clamps.
2 pumps.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a boatload of work, especially when it's been sitting there.
Yeah, that stuff's not meant to sit and just hang out.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it's not meant to dry
Yeah,
up.
Yeah.
no. It wants to make beer.
Yeah.
And then it got left alone, just drying up like a
Neglected.
raisin. So. Actually, we found a tank with actual raisins in it.
Yeah, I think it's fucking
There was a
disgusting.
tank with
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
tank
thing
with-
was
yeah.
funky, dude.
Yeah, it
It
was some weird barrel aged something or another.
No,
Okay.
what they had like a serving bright,
Yeah.
like tucked kind of actually behind the brights that you see now. It was
Oh,
back
okay.
there, and it was like there was really no liquid in it, just a shit ton of raisins. But I remember the PSI rating on it when I saw the gauge. I was like, holy fuck, what is going on in here? Because there's nothing on the sight glass. So I'm like, there's no liquid.
Oh, wow.
I'm scared.
Did you eat one?
Yeah.
Fuck no.
They've been
I have a
fermenting for
sensitive
9
tummy.
months.
I have a sensitive tummy. That would have wrecked me. I'm the baby of the group here as far as stomach strength goes. But yeah, it was just so disgusting. I
Yeah,
remember,
I'm definitely the goat
yeah.
when it comes to it. I could eat
So
all-
did you eat one?
I didn't.
No, but I
should've.
remember we had a bag of it, and we were like, where do we do with this bag?
Yeah.
And we kept forgetting where it was in the brew house, and just like would get stinky wherever it was.
Yeah.
What is that smell?
Like, wait, you
Shit,
didn't bring it out to
raisins.
the dump yet? You didn't bring it out, like, where did it go? And it just kept getting moved around for like a couple
You
of
don't, I
weeks.
mean, you don't want to throw it away.
Well, we were
I
gonna.
feel like
kept
you could have put it in
expanding.
like a mason jar, and maybe for Halloween.
Well,
just
there's also a
put
mason
floating
jar.
like eyeballs or.
Let it do its
you know.
thing.
Yeah, we actually have the raisins sitting around. It's gonna go in our next sour.
There you
Nice.
go.
Yeah.
Delicious. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. A little farmhouse.
Call it raisinette.
Yeah.
Maybe. You know, we actually just bought a whole brand new cool ship that we're putting in a decrepit old factory building. Get the bacteria out of the air here. It's gonna be really great. Instead of being on the coast,
Yeah, everybody will love it.
just some Bristol bacteria. Beautiful. We're never doing that.
So the grand opening and closing.
So that'll be
Yeah.
delicious.
Happened to be the same day. In a span of 1 hour.
News at 11.
Ambulance.
Farmhouse raisin
3,000
sour.
people get sick all in one day.
Raisins, man.
It makes you stronger.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
good for you. It's like being a kid. Rub
It's
some
like,
dirt on it.
how
That's
did
right.
this brewery just give everyone dysteria?
That's awful. We are not doing that.
Yeah, we're not.
So were there any stipulations that you guys had with opening up a brewery? Like, were
Have fun.
Yeah.
were Firefly recipes like a must? Or is it because, like, paying homage to...
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was necessarily a must. I think it was kind of a goal.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a must. I think it was a goal.
Just wanted to keep Firefly alive.
Yeah, like everybody around here. I don't know if you guys know any of the folks in this area, but they're really, really loyal to their local businesses.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and like it's unfortunately it's becoming more and more rare.
Yeah, the
But, like,
loyalty.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
loyalty.
But you know, folks around here are, you know, they're really close knit communities. You know, I mean, you know, again, I'm raising my 2 kids in Terryville. You know, it's you know, Plymouth, Terryville is a
Yeah.
tiny little town, and you know, Bristol has become a relatively large city.
Yeah.
I say that relatively because I grew up in Bridgeport. So like calling it a large city is a little bit silly, you know. But I mean, you know, Bristol's got its buzz going, you know, and you know, the mayor and all those folks are really working on trying to like get stuff going and redeveloping stuff and
Yeah.
A lot of projects.
you know, yeah, all these projects are building it up and, you know, bringing it back to life and stuff like that. And, you know, I keep hearing similar stuff in Plymouth and Terryville, and I know, you know, Thomason, you know, has Clocktown and stuff like that. So I think it was kind of important to us to not just let Firefly die out.
Yeah.
It was definitely
You know?
an option.
Yeah, yeah, we could have said, nah, we're good. You know,
Yeah.
but
I'd be lying if I say we didn't think about it.
yeah, I mean, it has to be on the table, like
Yeah.
to think about it. It you know, and I think had it kept dragging out,
Yeah.
it would have become more and more of a reality to be like, okay, we can't.
Yeah, we never knew.
we
when
gotta
were
move on.
actually- Yeah, we didn't know when we were gonna actually have access.
Yeah, to all the stuff.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, when you think about it, our New Cambridge portfolio is already like what 9 to 10 beverages deep. We're like, well, do we really need this?
Yeah. Right.
But then we got it. and We're like, all right,
Right.
we'll bring it back.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome that you're doing that not only for, you know, the beer drinkers,
Yeah.
for the community, and as well as, you know, Dana and, you know, everyone else. You know, they get to see it live on.
Yeah, and I think like, you know, Rich and Dana and Justin and the rest of the guys that were part of Firefly, I think like they're glad to see it kind of grow new wings,
Right.
but they're also glad that those wings are not on their shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That chapter's over for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. I think as a whole, that group of people is very happy to bow out and be done with it and just move forward with their lives and stuff like that. And I think that's really cool. I know both Rich and Dana have commented on a bunch of different posts and stuff like that, and they've been like super positive and
Yep.
all that sort of thing. So that's been
Yeah, they've been great.
yeah, it's been really, really cool. Really all the way across the board, everybody has been super positive and super friendly.
Yeah.
And
It feels wrong.
Yeah. Especially growing up in Connecticut, I feel a little
Yeah.
bit weird that everybody's so
Nobody's got your back. It's
like normally everybody's like ready to
cutthroat.
step on you. But
Yeah,
it's not the case in this.
Tax-
But I mean,
It's a pain in the
the
ass.
beer community, luckily, is
Different.
It's different.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one thing that really gravitated us toward the beer community, because especially Brando and I, we're in the auto industry, which you can't get more cutthroat than the auto industry. And to, for us to just do what we do and everyone to be supportive of what we did, our little, beer reviews and stuff like that, and having people open the doors for us, it's just amazing. So the beer community is just one of those things where it's the only thing I would say in Connecticut where it's like everyone is happy to see you succeed.
Yeah, and we're happy to see
Yeah,
everybody else do the same.
it's funny because there's 110 or so, 120
20,
breweries.
20 something.
in
Yeah,
Connecticut
120
now.
something.
Three, I
Yeah.
think the last I
So-
counted.
Two just close.
There's, realistically, realistically, there's not a whole boatload of brewers, so like for me, it's kind of fun to actually get to know brewers and brewery owners and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because like once you're working in this industry, we don't get out much.
Right.
Very true. No.
We don't, every now and again, people will go, oh, have you gone to this place? Have you gone to, no.
I'm too busy here
I'm
brewing
working
beer.
at my place.
That's a fat no.
And like, if I get a second to leave my place, it's called sleep.
Yeah.
Or in my case, it's called kids and maybe
Yeah.
sleep.
Yep, right. Twins.
So it's like, it's rough to be able to go and hang out with folks and stuff. So whenever we do get the opportunity to hang out with folks in the industry, there's always competition.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what it is, there's always
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah.
The fun part about the brewing industry is even though there's competition, and even though we're like, we'll knock each other off of like a line or something like that at a restaurant or something like that, 99% of us are calling up the dude that we knocked off and be like, yo, I just knocked you off your line. I just got that line at like such and such. And he's like, oh, you son of a bitch. I'm gonna, and then you get that phone call like 2 months later, like, aha, I got you back. So it's, it's this like fun, like playful thing, it's like, I got the N.C.P in that store, fucker.
That's great. I mean, I think, like Mike said, it's different, man.
Yeah.
No one's saying I stole your sales.
Totally.
It's one of the good things about having like that collaborative setup, like the Gypsy setup, the, where you have peers with you that want it all, like 12% having all of that knowledge under one roof. And when you guys, have more people here and there's going to be more people for you to collaborate with, and it's just people like us just enjoy it more because it's more beer.
I think it's I mean, really, it's like when it comes down to it, whether it's art or music or comedy or cool bars or coffee spots or beer or whatever the case may be, I think when folks figure out that you don't need to be cutting the knees out from everybody else.
Yeah.
Like if you actually work together as a community and you actually help each other out, then before you know it, it's like that thing in, what do you call it, Miracle on 34th Street? The thing where Santa Claus tells like, oh, we don't have that toy, go to, such and such store. And then all of a sudden the people are like, you know what? That dude told us to go to the other store. I'm shopping here at Macy's from now on. You know? It's that sort of thing. When people figure out that you're not trying to out dickhead your neighbor, they figure out like, oh, you're just normal, cool people to hang out with.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sweet, I'm gonna go hang out there.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's way easier.
Yeah,
It's
we've
way
noticed that
easier.
when we've been to breweries and like, we always bring this example up is when we went to Little House and we were having a beer
Those
there.
guys are hilarious.
Oh yeah.
They're great.
Sam and Carlisle, amazing
Oh my
guys.
God, those dudes.
And then when
Yeah.
you get like Tox, like all
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you hang out with
Shenanigans debauchery.
Yeah. No, those are like. I got the chance to meet most of those guys. Actually, all of them. I got the chance to meet working at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the minute we're around each other, it just turns into like a bunch of 10-year-olds.
Oh yeah.
You know.
throwing chips at each other.
Yeah, there's some dumb shit going on all over. Then all of a sudden you see like some weird pug just flying by. You know?
That was my
He was like
son-
wearing like dragon t-shirt or something like that. I was like, where the hell did the pug with the wings come from? Am I tripping? What the fuck's going on here?
My buddy just grabbed my last can of chips and dip out of the refrigerator, and he's looking at the can, and he looks at it, and he goes, "Is that a fucking dog?" I go, "No, that's Kirby." He goes,
Yeah.
"That's a fucking dog."
Like no, that's
And I'm
Kirby.
like, "No, that's Kirby."
No.
Yeah.
That's just not a dog. That is Kirby.
Yeah.
Don't minimize.
Yeah. You better put some respect on that name.
You're not showing the correct amount. Well, yeah, I was saying we went
That was
to,
the other weird conversation too, because before becoming a brewer, I was a vet tech for 18 years. So like even me like meeting Kirby was like, I was never one of those like woodgy kind of like, I didn't do that bullshit.
Yeah.
So like when I met Kirby, I'm like, what up, dude?
That's all you.
she was like, respect.
Yeah.
He's like, sweet.
Yeah. Just give me a little high five every now and then. Yeah.
Gave you the wrinkled face.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't help that.
I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we went there and we were talking with Carlisle, having a beer, and he was like, "Did you guys try High Nine?" I was like, "Who?"
Yeah, who?
He was like, "Okay, you're not ordering another beer here. You're going to High Nine." And it was like,
Oh, we're going.
I mean, okay.
Okay.
Carlisle says so.
Yeah.
And we went to High Nine. It was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then anytime we've been in High Nine, every single person there is like, "Have you guys been to Little House?"
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, like,
Yeah.
you guys trying to like,
Yeah.
you want our money? Or you guys in bed with
No,
us?
but,
Like,
but that's
But it's great.
exactly it. That's the cool part.
Yeah, but who do we have nearby though?
Well, the real easy one for us now is, I mean, it's a little bit harder, it's a teeny bit of a drive, but Clocktown is
Yeah.
10, 15
Is
minutes.
it Clocktown and Relic?
Relic is what,
plain
Relic on Plainville.
Plainville. Yeah.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
15.
Witch Doctor is 15-ish, 20-ish.
Yeah.
And Kinsman,
I was
same
gonna say,
thing,
Yeah, Kinsman, yeah.
You're gonna say witch doctor.
Yeah.
So.
Kingsman,
Right.
Transcend,
right?
like, yeah.
They're all 15,
Transcend,
20-ish
Halo.
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I
is
can't
it-
wait.
is it
I
just
can't
Soon
wait for
to
that.
be.
Oh yeah,
For
the new
Transcend?
spot.
Yeah, Transcend for the new spot. Yeah.
like, right
I
now
can't
it's
wait for Eric to
insane.
get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I still have to buy my wife
Hands for
the
board. You can,
her mug club membership.
Buy it for her birthday.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I think that's what I'll do. My wife wants a mug club membership for the new Transcend because that's her favorite
it's
brewery.
called the
Yeah.
Fun Syndicate.
Yeah, Fun Syndicate. Yeah, I'm sorry.
There you
It's just
go.
easier for me to remember mug club, which
No, that's fine.
I'll have to buy for her birthday, which is in 3 weeks.
Don't forget it.
No.
Demolished her birthday.
Yeah, we are demol. Yeah. You know what? I'm hoping she'll have a good time at Rising Pine.
We will be there, by the
Should
way.
be fun.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, I just found that out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too. We will be there.
Yeah,
I have
me
to build a
too.
brand new jockey box. We will be there.
Sweet.
If
Yeah,
you're
we're,
gonna say and where you're going to be, which I know you don't, but
Nope.
the best place to be is next to the band.
Yeah.
by the stage.
Because everyone's gonna. Yeah.
sarcasm?
Everyone.
No.
No. Everyone. It's a
I hate
little
loud noises.
No, it's a little loud, but
People love booyahs, loud noises.
it's a little loud, but the crowd will be there at the
And-
band.
When
And-
booyah, like
Especially when Booyah.
Booyah
Yeah.
is a
Booyah's the
jazz
last,
funk
yeah.
kind of. They do a
Okay.
ton of covers, but they are very engaging.
Yeah. Cool.
The crowds, they have such a following. They play Arch Street Tavern in Hartford every Wednesday night. This is suddenly about Booyah. And the dude hates me. The guy from
The
Booyah.
trumpet boy. Because you called him
Yeah.
trumpet boy.
The trumpeter.
Super mad.
Is it insulting?
I don't know.
Can we tag him?
I think it's the boy.
It is the boy part.
Yeah.
If you call him trumpeter,
He's
he probably
young. I'm old.
Change it to child and he might have better luck.
the trumpet child.
That sounds
on.
creepy.
That sounds
You know what?
pedophile-ish.
The trumpeter does not like me, who also...
trumpeter.
But they are...
Trumpolumpicus.
that just seems boring. Trumpet player?
Trumpet player.
Wait, what did you say? Trumpet?
Trumpolumpicus.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he won't.
Well,
He's
maybe
mad
not.
at everybody.
You're gonna be in the audience. He's gonna be turned around.
Yeah.
Like Jim Morrison.
So one rising pint, I said to him, hey, I don't know if you remember me. And he's like, I do. And just like completely kept it
So
pushing.
maybe we'll cut this part out.
No, I don't care. Booyah.
Yeah.
They just
But-
got free advertising.
They are a great, great band. They put on a great show. And once they hit the stage, it's like the rest of Rising Pint shuts down.
Yeah.
So you're telling me that if we get to be by them, there's gonna be a bunch of people?
Yes.
I have crippling social anxiety. I cannot wait.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
But you also won't
Rest
be able to hear
assured, I'll
90%
be
of the
there,
people
so
talking.
I'll help you through it.
Yeah. We'll push through because we'll be right there. We'll help you push through. You need someone to pour? We'll pour.
Oh, great. I'll
Need a
just
break? Go ahead.
Yeah.
hide. That's
Yeah.
great.
Well, you can just go sit on the,
Well, it's a
in the
weekend,
stadium.
right?
Saturday. It's a
yeah,
Saturday.
so I'm
Yeah.
not-
Saturday, May 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. May 11th. My wife.
yep.
Darn,
birthday.
it's my wife's birthday.
Just don't be out in the sun.
It's Mike's birthday.
It's actually my wife's birthday.
I gotta miss
Whole
my
garden sun hat.
Okay, well,
Maybe that'll be the day I actually get my farmer's tan for the year.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, and I got Little League games that day.
Oh, see?
I wanted to go.
Yeah.
We're sponsoring a Little League team, by the way.
nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So already jumping into the community.
There
Yeah.
you go, Little League.
You know,
Rocking it out.
you know, we make beer. What better thing to do than to sponsor a children's baseball team?
I can't think of a better thing.
Yeah, no. You know what? Parents,
them young.
the parents need to drink,
Keep the parents quiet.
and then
At
the
9
kids,
a.m.
the kids
Yes.
need to know
There's no
what
time
good
limit
beer
on
tastes
beer.
like.
No, there's not.
Exactly.
No.
I mean, I teach my kids.
Yeah, just like, you know, just gum in a little bit.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah.
Send
That
them
was,
out.
Liquor.
Yeah.
Take the binky,
Yeah, right?
little Coke, a little alcohol.
That escalated quickly.
Disclaimer, please don't do any of those things.
Especially as a parent, you don't want to give your child Coke. They're all
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you want them to go to sleep.
Cola.
Yeah. Cola.
You know,
Yeah.
when they're 18, they can have Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I was talking about the powder.
Or you do.
You're ruining my.
There's, I don't like your joke.
Yeah.
That too is not funny again.
I'm sure they're fine.
Fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
They're somebody else's.
Somebody else. I gave them back.
Yeah, they were fine.
That's my child crawling all over the place. They're only 1 month old.
Don't worry about it. What's on his nose? Damn it.
Talc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talcum powder.
That's what you say.
Yeah, it's talcum
Powder
powder.
donut, powder donut.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the Coke. Crap! Should have got my powder donut. My bad.
Oh man. So, not to get off the Coke topic, what's some lovely? Because we've had a couple of your lovely beers. We've had Tractor, that's the lager.
American
Yep.
lager, yeah.
I've had the
ESB.
ESB,
Yep,
which
Bullfighter.
is amazing. That thing's amazing.
That was well done.
That was really well done. What's some other beers you guys have cooking for your opening?
Well, you named off the Tractor and ESB. We have a pale ale called Taxi. That one's just a Lou's favorite phrase, fastball down the middle.
Nice.
We've kind of coined that
Fastball down
term.
the middle.
Yeah.
Just a classic recipe, great foundational grain bill, Citra Mosaic hops. I love it
Yeah.
to the point where it gets very dangerous, and at 5.1%, I have a little too many,
Yeah.
and it gets sloppy really quick.
That can creep up real fast. Because you'll shotgun two before you start drinking just a third.
But we have that. We have our oatmeal milk stout,
Yep.
which Brando and I had, That one is just, once again, fastball down the middle.
Yeah.
Then we have the Fool's Golden Ale, which is an unfiltered golden ale. Very unpopular style, but it tastes great.
Popular to who? To people who just
average
don't know no better?
Yeah,
Normies?
yeah,
the
the-
normies don't like
The
it?
freaking normie.
The kids out there in the world.
Yeah. They just don't know no better. They just need to be trained.
Exactly. And then we
I
have-
call them the ya dudes.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Then what we got 3 coming up.
This is what I'm excited for.
This week, I know we're in New England. I'm personally from San Francisco, so I think East Coast IPAs, hot take, are overrated.
You just get a whole bunch of
I know, that's
Yeah.
fine. We actually have a West Coast IPA
Nice.
coming out this week.
Yeah.
Very classic, just traditional grain and hop bill.
Yeah.
Simcoe and Centennial to the face.
Should I get everybody a little tasters of the ones, since we have fermenters right there?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I love that he's asking.
Yeah, let's go for it.
We could do that.
Survey says.
Yeah, so while Luke grabs some,
uncarbonated, etc. But
Yeah.
No.
Keep that in mind.
get the idea of where
We'll take the samples.
You can just keep the glasses over here because it looks impressive.
It does.
Killed them all.
Look what they did and drove home.
Yeah, exactly.
Changed, no?
Yeah, exactly. We'll fill the dishwasher up. But so we have a West Coast IPA. We're calling it What's West of Westeros.
Okay.
Throne.
Yeah. What's west of Westeros? It's a little mouthy, but I can dig it.
Or you can just say What's West. I don't know. Pick your poison.
Triple W.
Triple W.
But that one I'm really looking forward to. That one is kind of like an homage to my home.
Yeah.
Back on the West Coast. Super excited for
So a
that
little
one.
piney, kind of
Oh.
malty.
Piney, got some great like golden straw color to it.
Ooh.
Soft on the nose.
Yeah.
First sip immediately kind of hits like citrusy.
Yeah.
And then immediately is followed with pine and bitterness.
Oh,
That's, yeah.
Just
yeah,
in my
yeah,
opinion, it just
I haven't had enough pine in a long time.
Yeah, yeah,
I-
it's,
yeah.
yeah.
that one to me like it just the flavor, just the whole experience feels nostalgic.
Yeah.
You know, when I was underage drinking in the park.
Right,
You know,
right.
like as a
Oh, I
child.
love that
Yeah.
idea.
It was beautiful. So, you know, that's going to be our slogan when you're drinking this beer. When I release it, you know, on the social media page, I'll be like, you know what? This really brings back underage drinking. That is going to be the way I push it.
And canceled.
Yeah, exactly. And we're done before we even started. After that, though, for...
It's worse than the Coke.
Is it really?
Is it really?
I do.
We'll see how it performs.
Yeah.
But then after that, we have 2 beers that week.
Unlike
'Cause that's
on the
going to
Coke,
be...
beer can help you perform. Just saying.
You rub it on.
Got a
Sorry
little
to
bit
throw
of-
you off,
Got a little
yeah.
bit of a snort out of me.
That's good. That's how you know you're doing it right.
That was good. But the week after that for grand opening, we actually have 2 beers coming out. One is our first official New England IPA,
Okay.
and then after that is a Mexican lager.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that one we are super excited for. We're not doing really any clarifying agents on that one. We're doing a classic unfiltered Mexican
Nice.
lager.
Nice.
That one, it tastes phenomenal.
Yeah.
I can't
Even
wait.
uncarbed, like I just cannot get enough of it. It's just like has enough of that like flavor characteristics, and the agave
Yeah.
really rounds it out.
Oh,
But
Sorry.
but also the yeah, it's so good. And you know, for Cinco de Mayo, we're actually gonna be doing like a tahini rim on it too.
Ooh.
Get a little bit of that chili lime spice on it. We're gonna put a little like a
Are you?
fresh lime.
You're not gonna be able to make it down here.
I cannot make it down here because I have Cinco plans.
Yeah.
However,
It's gonna come
I
out May 2nd.
have
Oh. There you go.
different days. I have options is what I'm hearing.
Exactly.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yeah.
Yes, there is absolutely a chance that you can have it. But we're just excited for those, and obviously we have a lot more coming.
Yeah.
After that, we have Firefly's Glow.
Yeah.
Single
Okay.
IPA's coming back.
Yeah.
And then,
Will there be a glow party?
you know, we're thinking about how we want to do
That-
We're
I would
thinking.
go with a
We're actually
glow
trying
party.
to figure out how we want to do like the Firefly relaunch, because obviously we're
Did you just talk
Brewing.
about Mexican lager?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Guapo.
Is this El Guapo? Is this?
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
El Guapo.
Wait, is this El Guapo or this is West Coast?
You
Oh, this is actually the Mexican lager.
just make my new favorite beer
Yeah.
name and beer.
So
El
this is an
Guapo.
unfiltered Mexican
All
lager.
right. So
It
color
would be better
is
if it was
sexy.
Hefe.
Yeah, sexy.
Gold,
I like that.
Mexican
Yeah,
gold.
Yeah.
We should have called it that.
It smells amazing.
that I have a plethora of sweaters?
You have a plethora.
Well, yeah.
Could it be you were turning 40 today?
Wow,
I love that movie so much.
Oh man.
that is smooth.
I will kill her. Sorry.
Focus, we're drinking beer.
Sorry. Such a good movie.
All right. That's fucking good.
Great
That's really good.
horses.
Yeah.
Trim the hedges of many small communities.
There we go.
I love it.
There we go.
Somehow we have to incorporate movies into our
Yeah, we
party
do.
here.
Yeah.
What movie should you be watching while drinking this beer?
Yeah, I mean, we were going through Rain Man left and right today.
Oh yeah, we were.
I mean, we went through quite a few movies today.
Dude, I love this movie so fucking much. Like, what this?
Three
Like,
Amigos?
yeah,
Yeah,
why-
it is.
Being as a kid, like doing like
Yeah, I don't know how many times I watched that movie as
Yeah.
a kid. Every time it was
Anyone
on
do
HBO.
the,
It's
you
so
know, the-
funny. It's so good.
Look up here! Look up here! Look up here! Hey! Look up!
Could you get 3 better people together to do that? dumbass movie?
Oh my god, it's so. I do the soundtrack for it. The fact that they got, I'm now finding out on the brand new. Yeah, for him to do the music was
Yeah.
so perfect. It's so perfect. You know.
So this is El Guapo.
Yeah. So this
I was
is
gonna say,
all.
speaking of perfect,
Yeah. This
My little buttercup. That's the sweetest. Smiley, smiley.
we've derailed.
I love it.
And we're back.
So yeah, this is
I just thought of like another line.
What the fuck?
We lost him.
you gonna make it? You gonna make it?
Stuff's low ABV. You got no excuse, man.
Yeah.
Walking on the floor.
Yeah.
Jackass. This is
Would you like
this
to
is
take
what
a
I was
walk
trying
later
to
and kiss me
explain.
on the veranda? Your
There's
lips will be
really-
fine.
At this rate, we're gonna go through the whole fucking movie.
Yeah.
No particular order.
Certainly not the right order. So for those of you who don't know this movie, you're
Go watch
Well,
it.
now you know
Yeah.
it.
Three. Yeah.
You successfully just watched the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Hold on, wait.
If you haven't watched the movie,
Our
somebody did
demo
raise the
has
rent.
watched the movie. I know our demo, and you've watched the movie. Yeah.
all 17 of you.
And Harlem Nights.
Oh yeah.
China.
Yeah. Big Trouble in Little China. Oh my god. And this is Westeros.
Thank you,
Yep.
thank you.
So right now, today actually, while you guys were setting up, we had I added some finding agents to it because
Yeah.
we're clarifying it, so that's why it's a little agitated right now.
But it's brighter than I thought. I thought it would be a little bit more caramelly.
Not yet.
It's brighter.
Not for this one.
Not for this one?
We're going for strong this one.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is going to be more brighter.
Yep. So yeah, like
Oh,
we just stirred it up a little bit, so you're gonna see a little.
I love that aroma though.
Yeah, it's coming.
I'll chunk away. I don't give a shit.
Look,
along,
we've had some chunky beers, okay?
Thanks, Brian. And you're not cutting that out.
Yeah, no, Padawan has brought us some
He did wrong.
sediment. A lot of
Pretty
sediment.
hot.
He
You know, in his defense, though,
Yeah.
we did leave them in the, the refrigerator for 3 months before we drank them.
We did.
It is his fault for buying, 3 or 4 month old beer, and then shame on us for leaving it there for
Another 3 months.
and then blaming him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was on sale.
A nice aged beer.
A nice aged IPA.
Yeah, that's what everybody wants.
Yep.
Yep. A nice aged dipper.
Ooh,
So this
Ooh,
is,
no, I like the pine on that. No, that is, yeah. That is nice.
Yeah,
not
like
in the
that.
pine yet. How come what's broke on my palate right now?
Just do the obnoxious like,
Hold on.
you know.
We'll pull the brand out.
Pine's gonna definitely be more of the. I would say more on the tongue than the nose.
You don't get
But also
pine?
we just roused it a little bit, so it might be.
I only get a little pine.
I
Oh,
also
there it
get.
is. Hold on, see, I
I was
just
gonna say,
had
cut
to
that
get it
part
out of my
out.
tongue.
Cut it out. Cut that part out. Edit it.
I also get a nice. I also get a nice citrusy
Oh, there it
note
is.
with it
I
too.
just needed a bigger sip.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
That's
You had
the
to
problem.
switch
That's what it
around.
was. Yeah.
No, it really was,
No,
because now that's
don't
all I
be taking
get.
baby sips. Come on.
I want to
You're
make
a
it
gulper.
last. We're all gulpers.
It does have more of an impact though when it coats your entire mouth. I will agree.
Yes.
I do like pine.
That is nice.
So what is this?
Yeah,
today?
I like
Fastball
where
down the
this one. I like.
What was the name of this one again? Westminster what?
What is West of Westeros?
Dog show.
What's west of
What's
Westeros?
what? I cannot
Interlands.
say that. I will
What's
never
West?
be able to
It's
say
like
that.
she sells seats.
Yeah. What's
There you
west
go.
of
Sorry, fucked it
Westeros?
up.
What's
So
west
it's
of
a reference to Game of Thrones. Yeah.
but I can't say
What's
it.
west
I have
of
a
Westeros?
Yeah.
Yes.
I have a speech impediment that
Yes.
doesn't allow me to say
West,
the
west
W's.
of West. Yes.
You had a principal like that. No?
Cut that out.
Cut that out. Cut that. Fucking Dudley Town.
Oh my
Shout
god.
out.
Yeah. Shout out Dudley Town. Oh my god.
Fucking those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, you
Have you
can't-
met the fine folks at Dudley Town yet?
I have not.
I did. I actually almost worked there.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I was almost a manager there, and I unfortunately pulled my application, and then all of a sudden now I'm here, so it kind of worked out.
It works
No,
out.
don't
Yeah.
say
No.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, this is quite a fortunate.
Yes.
We were actually when we were at April Sours, we were kind of flirting a little bit. You know,
Oh. Yeah.
I'm hoping if they,
They
watch
tend to
this,
flirt.
Yeah, they do.
you know, your guys' facial hair looks amazing. I hope we can work together sometime soon.
Do not tell them that because John just shaved.
Yeah, John just yeah. Well, it's because they had a cancer. They doing a cancer event, so
He just has the
shaved-
mustache now, so it looks
He's
like
got the porn
70s
stash
porn.
going.
I think porn
there
stars
you go.
are fucking wonderful.
Maybe not on his face, but yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
pulled
say-
off a lot better.
I'm gonna say
You
it looks.
certainly do. You do not actually look
I also
like.
got the creeper glasses, so it really pairs well together.
That's true.
And you know what? You know what? That's what it is. He didn't have the glasses.
Yep.
He should have had the glasses.
The shaved head is just, hey, I just,
It really makes it look like you own a white.
is it gonna be weird if I like speaking to Mike? I just want to take a picture of you.
I'm going to take a picture.
I'm gonna take a picture of you.
Take a picture.
Yeah,
the lotion in the basket.
that's a whole
Put
different.
the lotion in the basket.
I do, man.
Would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. And I would. Right now. Right now, yeah.
Oh my
Then you
god.
go to scary movie like, in or out?
If you can correctly tell us the number of movies we've referenced
Oh yeah.
during this podcast,
Yeah, for real.
you'll
buy
be
you a
entered
beer.
into a raffle for a free beer.
One free beer.
One free beer.
Free beer.
One.
12 ounce though.
Yep.
Yeah.
8 ounce taster.
Exclusive to my
There it is.
taster.
Yeah.
A sample. A free
Sample. A free sample. Okay, maybe just a couple drops out of the fermenter.
Of the dump bucket.
You get a raisin. You get a fucking raisin.
The forbidden raisin.
Here we go. Bringing it back. Full circle.
Wow,
folks.
that
Full circle.
that nosedive real quick.
like it.
I was wondering what you guys would have as like your thing. It's the fucking raisins.
Yeah.
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 I mean, every brewery's got like a thing.
A thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raisins.
Well, I gotta say, Westeros is tasting mighty
Yeah.
fine.
Well done.
Thank you.
Another one.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
And
Thank
Lisa,
you. Thank you. Well, she's
how are
done.
these beers?
They don't suck.
There you go.
No.
Highest praise I can give.
Are you being nice?
No.
No, I swear to God. First
actually,
of all, that
no.
Mexican lager
Was good. Was fire.
Guapo.
Yeah, it was fire.
was definitely, I can't wait to
Fuego.
Good job.
taste it with
Thank
Yeah.
the deliciousness on May 2nd.
Yeah. And I mean, every beer I've had is delicious. That
you,
that
man.
ESB is fucking fire, dog.
Is that in
Fire.
cans?
Yeah.
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 So we have some cans back there that are like unlabeled.
Oh,
So
okay.
we can send you guys home with some 6-packs or mixed 6-packs.
Oh,
All right.
say
yeah,
less.
mixed
6-packs.
We are waiting for our official labels to come in. And we are
We
actually
didn't rehearse that either.
we are going to be labeling all of our cans and getting ready for retail and
Yeah.
distribution.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
don't want to ruin the surprise, but does Taxi have a taxi on it?
Yes.
Nice.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Nice.
You can. I make all the labels. You can ask me whatever question.
Really?
Really? Yeah.
Just don't put a mail truck on a beer called mail truck.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
You get a cease and
You get a
desist.
cease and desist from the U.S. Postal.
Nah, I don't care.
Was that the name of it, mail truck?
Mail truck, yeah. And he put the U.S. Postal mail truck
I
on
still
it.
don't understand how they didn't get a cease and desist for Ferris.
That I'm surprised too, because he literally put Ferris on the fucking
That was-
label.
There's a part of me that, like, as a graphic designer, really wants to kind of push the limits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I absolutely want
Be
to,
like the South Park of beer labels.
yeah. Well, you know, we have our own, like, kind of brand image, but
Right.
if I make my own brand, then absolutely, I'll push some buttons.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. But yeah, no, Taxi actually has a taxi on it.
Nice.
Where you're sitting, the first yellow cabs for New York City were actually made.
Shut up.
That's why they call it
shit.
Taxi.
Yeah, like see these fucking rails here? Like, where are they? Like, there's some there that actually had the lifts on them.
Yeah.
The green one. They had lifts
No
on it for moving motors
I
and stuff.
love all the history lessons we get when we do
So
podcasts
this
with you
used to be a
guys.
fucking
Taxi factory?
taxi factory?
Amongst ball bearings and other things for the war effort. So
No shit.
So I actually found this
And now
out.
it's just full of ball busters.
Yes, exactly. Actually, I found this out the other day. We had a group of people here for like an event, and they're like, "Did you know this insert fact here about the building?" I was like, "It's fucking news to me. I'm not from Bristol. How am I gonna know?"
Yeah.
History.
Yeah.
But apparently during World War II, because this factory is making so many ball bearings for like aircraft and tanks and stuff like that for the war effort.
Yeah.
Say cannonball.
Huh?
Cannonball.
Oh, no.
No.
Sorry.
I wanted
Apparently,
it to be cannonball.
That was subliminal.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
but apparently Hitler had a list of places in the U.S. he wanted to bomb.
And this was
and
one of them?
Bristol, the city of Bristol was one
No
of the
shit.
top places he wanted to bomb.
Because of
Because
the
of-
manufacturing.
Yeah. Which I don't know. So like, there's a disclaimer.
Oh, snap.
I don't know if that's true.
Thank
Is this
you.
in New England?
Yeah, I guess it is.
What gave it away?
The haze.
That's actually a lager.
The haze.
That's a lager.
Yeah.
That's a lager. Yeah. This is
This is a lager Brian bought.
I
this is
don't
our hazy
know,
boy lager.
But something may have gone wrong.
Actually, wait, that's a
That wasn't
stout.
funny.
That's
You're
our
mocking
stout.
my
Oh, this is
boy.
White stout.
your white stout.
Yes, sir. Hazy white stout.
You hate me too?
Well, this one's called Wildcat,
Wildcat.
named after the
Roller coaster?
oldest wooden roller coaster.
Oh yeah. Good job,
I
buddy.
quit my job, I work here.
You're actually our head of marketing and
Yeah,
advertising.
there you go.
I'm
I
just the
wouldn't
guy that's
trust
like,
him.
yep,
Cheers, guys.
cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Ooh, that's gonna be nice. Yeah, that's gonna be real nice.
Wow.
Did you say Citra Mosaic?
Not this one,
No,
that's
this,
Taxi.
this one is, yeah, Taxi, I'll give you a taste of Taxi in a minute. This is Citra and the Whirlpool, and then Galaxy and Vixie.
Yeah, Galaxy.
I don't get Victor here. but
Mostly,
Actually,
the end, I think.
actually, no.
there's this. So this batch, there's not a ton of Vic in there. It's just kind of round out. some
Yeah, I get more
Galaxy.
Galaxy at the end.
Galaxy definitely kind of takes.
Yeah.
The Galaxy's the more dominant one.
yeah,
But it
I'm a
is
wordsmith.
it is dry at the end. I like that. I like that dryness at the end.
Why?
I'm,
Because it makes you take another sip.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we want you to be done in like 5 minutes, so you order another one.
I need another one.
Yeah, we have bills to pay, man.
Yeah, I know.
Golfers. We're
Yeah,
golfers.
I mean, this one finished off at 7.2, so this one's got a little bit more legs
shit.
to it. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
And Westeros was a 7-1.
No shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Little
dangerous.
sneaky.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dangerous.
Dangerous for me because I'm gonna chug the shit
When
out
it
of that.
carves up, will it have a little bit more bite once you carve it
It's
up,
actually
or
gonna feel. So
I think it's going to
that-
feel a little bit spicier.
There's gonna be a little
but,
bit more
yeah.
spice because obviously you're gonna get that
More of the resin,
accented,
yeah.
like accent flavors and things like that.
Yeah.
And
You
the
became
aromas-
Italian there for a second.
I have no Italian.
I like
actually.
it.
But it's still gonna feel light. Like,
yeah,
I'm worried actually for myself.
yeah, because
for my girlfriend.
unless you
I am
told me
so
that
worried.
was 7, I would have thought like 6 tops.
Yeah, just wait till we make like a.
5-9.
Wait until we make like a 10-3 triple IPA that drinks like a 5. You're screwed.
Don't
We will.
threaten me with
We'll
a good
get on
time.
it. We'll get there.
Clean this table up.
I've done
A
weird
triple that
things.
drinks
But
like
this
a
is
single?
this is really good.
Thanks.
I say
Really, really
Capel.
good.
Yeah, I mean, they're still, obviously they're coming off the tanks. They're still young. They're, they're.
Yeah, but even so, you just know that's
No,
going
I
to get
can
a.
see where they're going.
Yeah, that's going to get just a little bit smoother. I like how, as you drink, the grapefruit flavor of the Galaxy kind of builds as you drink more.
And it's like one of those things where it kind of eggs you on, where it's like, hey, have more of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, drink more, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's empty, and you're like, fuck, I gotta get another.
Yeah.
And then that makes me happy, because then I can pay my rent. It's great, full circle.
Yeah, I agree.
That was one of the weird things that I learned, like, when I was brewing at Shabine and stuff like that. Like, every brewer kind of has these like stylistic fingerprints.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I found is that even when I made boozier beers, they didn't taste as boozy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah, because I mean, like,
that gets dangerous.
Hadouken
Yeah.
was one of my favorite
with
ones
him on
when
the
you made
label?
it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with you on the label, yeah.
We had the
And,
one with.
yeah, we had the one with him on the label. And yeah, that was one of the things. It was a higher horsepower beer, but it tasted smooth. The only throttle back was really the hoppy bite that it had.
Yeah.
It wasn't the alcohol or the booziness of it.
I'm really honestly excited for this one, because we just did our full crash on this guy recently, and we've also been obviously trying to fist it to get dump out.
And we use the sister.
Yeah, but we've injected some CO2, so it's a little bit of a little roused right now.
Yeah.
But for me, once we get the rest of the hops out and it settles down and we carb it and transfer,
Yeah.
I legitimately cannot wait to
That's
see
gonna
how
be-
it
Yeah, I think
feels
it's-
on
I think
the
it's
palate.
No, that's
pretty-
gonna be a banger.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a real
So right now,
pretty
obviously,
beer.
you got that little bit of that hop bite just because we literally just roused it.
Yeah.
But once that shit settles, you got the aroma and the flavor there.
Kind of like that bite that it has right now.
I mean, I'm weird. I love the hop bite. Like,
Yes.
I'm like,
That's it.
ooh.
Yeah.
One of my best friends in the world, Tommy, he always calls it the mustard. He was like, why? Yeah. He's always like, why are you afraid of the mustard? I love the mustard. He loves
It's a
it.
very weird term, though.
It's a little creepy, but I
like
mean, you
dick
met
cheese.
Tommy.
Yeah. I don't know. It makes me think of that. Like, you're afraid of the mustard? Don't be afraid of it. Like, I don't know.
be more afraid of the horseradish.
Shout out to you, Bellini.
Here we go with the shout outs again. That should be our thing.
I
Hashtag
wish I had
shout out.
friends.
Yeah, it was,
Shout out, Luke.
Shout out to my only friend right here.
yeah, that's
guy.
it. I don't know anybody else.
Shout out this guy.
Yeah, I guess my parents are cool. Love you guys.
Shout out to parents.
Yeah. Thanks for making me.
Yeah,
I still like Skittles.
way to go.
Yeah, shout out Skittles. Yeah, shout out Skittles.
Oh my god.
Just here so I don't get fined.
That's right. Go, Masha.
Yeah, just here so I don't get fined.
There you go.
Oh, man.
No, but like the thing about what we're doing here, it's like, obviously we're super excited about this opportunity to talk to you guys and just have people in here and get to know us and the company and all that stuff. But it's like, we're all the time. This is our lifeline right now.
Yeah.
And any opportunity that we have to just talk about, like, there's no time limit on that.
Yeah.
We obviously did some damage.
Yes, we did. We did do some damage.
There was beer.
There was beer. Very good
Shockingly,
beer.
at a brewery.
Yes.
Uber's going to be expensive to get home.
Well, what nobody's telling the general public is our ABVs are pretty low, so if you need an Uber, that's kind of embarrassing right now.
True.
But
True.
So you have a built-in drink responsibly.
Yes.
Yes.
the slogan that we bought is actually "Get lit responsibly."
Oh.
Yeah,
True, that is part of the Firefly logo.
Yep, that slogan was really fucking expensive.
Good point.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Get lit responsibly, TM.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's TM.
That's like our drink responsibly but stay wobbly.
I love that.
Similarly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't have to put my glasses on. I'm wobbly without them.
Just kind of.
They
I
look
think
like
when you
show
break it down, it's more just like float through life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Float through life.
Yeah.
with one eye closed.
With one eye closed.
Yep.
So that way it
And
keeps the
squint.
stability.
Squint.
Now one eye always keeps the
one eye's
stability.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. One eye always keeps the
No.
stability going.
My left is better. So, on a rough night, right's closed.
Foot on the ground.
Yeah, foot on the
Or
ground.
lying on the bed.
Yeah, foot on the ground.
One
Oh,
eye
I
open.
love that. Yep.
Yeah, one eye.
Beautiful.
Gripping your pillow tight.
Why is it moving so fast? I didn't get on this roller coaster.
It's just the Earth rotation. Just relax.
It's
So
fine.
it's fine.
It'll stop.
Yeah,
It turns pretty fucking fast.
it does.
I don't like that.
When you
That's
feel the
only-
Earth rotation,
spins?
no,
The
it's
The
it's
spins. That's only happened once.
yeah, it's
Once?
Once.
Was I
You don't
driving?
drink enough.
No.
Oh, God.
I
Charlie said-
I think the
promise
Italian
you.
and the Mexican almost jumped out.
I promise you, I drink more than probably people should. And I overconsume responsibly when I have a driver.
yeah, yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Back up. Back up. Oh, my foot's stuck.
My foot's stuck.
I can't close the door. My foot's stuck.
But Lisa, both feet are in the car. It's still
Oh, that's
stuck.
good. Lisa, you just fell over the guardrail. I'm fine.
But for some reason, I don't get the spins. I don't know if I just pass out too fast because I've overconsumed.
That's usually what it is. Yeah, that's usually what it is.
Oh, the overconsumption.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
went
When you
straight
when
to
you
spins.
when you lay on the bed and immediately you're knocked out. Yeah, you can't get the spins. Yeah, you can't get the spins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't get them if you don't realize.
So you actually
Yeah.
have the spins, you're just not conscious for them.
Yeah.
I like my theory, but I just don't get them. Because the next time I overconsume, if that happens responsibly,
Right.
Rising pint.
in the back of my mind as I'm like falling forward into my pillow,
Yeah.
I'm gonna think, shit, will I be spinning while I'm sleeping?
Yes.
No. The answer is
yes.
no.
The answer is yes.
The answer is no.
The answer is
I may
always
be
yes.
spinning while I'm awake,
Poor Marquito.
dancing to the funky beats of Booyah.
Oh yeah, Booyah! Shout out to Booyah!
Shout out to Booyah.
Booyah! Booyah!
Oh, no. No, I don't like
We'll
that.
see you soon, Booyah!
Oh yeah. You guys are gonna be. Yeah, you said you're gonna be pouring it right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just send in the
You just-
logos, man.
Ooh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I got to figure out what fucking beer we're gonna serve.
All of them.
Yes.
Taxi.
I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna do a 3-head jockey box or a 4.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why not 5?
Why not 5?
You get crazy.
I know I can't fit.
Oh, you getting crazy.
I'm pretty crafty.
What size box is gonna fit 5 jockeys?
Well, he did come from San Francisco. So
I can pack some.
I have to say it.
I actually did grow up in the cash register.
there you go.
Oh, see?
I'll pack them in. We'll make it work.
Just
Yep.
fist the shit out of it. No, fist. So when you fist it, when you actually fist it, is it just the sediment, the protein?
Don't look
the
at me. Don't look at me in the eyes. Talk to him.
Yeah, quite literally, it was a hot plug that
Yeah,
had
yeah,
to get released.
Did you
Fist
use
the hot
lube?
plug.
Was there a glove?
Just like the little.
Oh, there always gloves. Yeah.
You always gotta have
environment.
gloves.
Always a lot of sani, especially in that sort of a situation. But
Yeah.
and under normal circumstances, it is not that difficult to.
This one's tough.
This one was abnormally stubborn.
Yep. Very.
Hence the fisting.
Hence the
Gotta
fisting.
break them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aggressive fisting.
Start there.
Gotta let it out.
Yeah.
Gotta let it out.
Zoom in on
You
that.
just,
Shout out aggressive fisting.
Shout out.
Shout out aggressive fisting.
Most searched term on Pornhub.
Give me the mustard.
Give me the mustard.
just need a little mustard.
Mustard. Thank you, Bellini. Yeah.
Just need a little mustard in my life. That's all.
Guys, this was awesome. I am so glad that we got to come out and hang out with you guys.
Yes.
No, you're good. I was going to go off on something that doesn't need to be talked about, which I agree. You were.
I didn't do it purposely.
No, I know
just
you did.
spoke
But,
over you.
but I'm just.
No, she just said
I'm
we're,
thanking
she,
you.
she just said we're done.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
done.
She just said we're done.
We're
Yeah,
done.
it's 8 o'clock right now, and some people have to go to work tomorrow. Some
Yeah.
people are already at work.
Guys, it was really great hanging
Really
out with
nice
you.
hanging out with you guys.
Thank you for sharing all these delicious beers.
Yes,
Yeah.
Can't
we're-
wait to see what else comes out.
yes.
Yeah, no, this
It's
is
fun.
And you know what? Congratulations on your opening, your solid opening.
Yeah, coming
And,
soon, coming
yeah,
soon.
And we really appreciate you guys.
Yeah, this has been a great time. Awesome beers, all well done. None of them suck.
Yeah.
None of them suck.
No
Yeah.
tennis.
That's, yeah. No tennis.
No tetanus. Shout out tetanus.
Yeah, shout out, hashtag no tetanus.
Trophy.
Oh, shit.
So if you're down with OPP, come down to
Yeah.
New Cambridge Project.
N.C.P.
Yep, N.C.P.
You know me.
Yeah.
Every last homie.
It's like
fucking
it's
great
still
song.
trailing off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It keeps going.
Like just hit the stop button. Like just
No.
It's like
No.
take it out to the back and just shoot it. Get it
No.
over.
No,
No.
I'm gonna listen to that on the way home.
I will too. It's in my head.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump around.
Yeah, jump around.
Let's all be honest. We've
House
all
of Pain.
said this out loud in front of our phones, so it's all going to be on our phones anyway.
Yeah. And
I can't wait.
Google and Siri, depending on who you have, will be like, yeah, you want to listen to Jump Around, don't you?
Yeah, when I'm taking a shit later, when I'm at home,
Really funny.
it's gonna be jump around.
Yeah.
That's
Jump
gonna be the only
around.
thing on TikTok
Jump around.
when I'm poop scrolling.
Yeah.
Poop scrolls.
Scroll.
Yeah.
Jumping around and fisting.
When your anal glands are getting fisted.
We just can't full swivel.
There was anal glands references, there
Yeah.
was fisting references, I just brought them
Yeah.
together.
There you go.
You know?
Yeah. Wingardium Leviosa. All right. Fucking. Here we go.
So thank you very much, guys. We appreciate you, and congratulations on
Yeah,
the
thank you
spot.
guys for coming.
Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
And
Shit roll.
And as always,
Fingers crossed we stay wobbly. We had a few.
yeah,
And we'll catch you on the
Catch you
next one.
deuces.
I beat you.